Hello friends, this is one more study by Gyan Adarshwali. This was published in 1986, and this is a very interesting study that there are endgame study that there are two pawns by white from white side, and there is a knight. So you can say this is a scenario of two pawns, but these two pawns are spread out, so that's a good thing for white. And but still, black is defending well. He has this king who is defending this. So let's say uh, if white makes a move, then he can always take this pawn. Okay, now so he's threatening to take this pawn, and let us say about this pawn. So if I move this pawn, then black has a defense to prevent the queening. Okay, so I would suggest take some time and go through this position on a chessboard, and let's say give some 5-10 minutes to this position yourself, and then you pause the video and go there, play it through with your logic and write it down, and then when you are back, unpause the video and compare it with your notes. I will also try to solve. Okay friends, so I hope you have worked on the position, and I will also try to solve now. Okay, so there are three logical moves here which makes sense. Let's say this knight, this pawn a7, like I'm trying to queen, let him take, but I will also then I will win the queen versus knight is a winning endgame for white, but that doesn't make sense because there is a knight c7. No, we will take this later. Also there is a king to g6, like I'm just trying to defend my pawn and trying to move over here, so that I can just come here and queen my pawn. So that is my another move. Another move is king h6. I'm just trying to defend it. So which moves are better? So for, let's take king h6 first. So for king h6, we have black has a brilliant reply, knight d6. Now if we move this pawn, then black has another brilliant reply that he directly attacks the pawn and he forces us to promote. But problem is that if we promote, then this is a stalemate, because this king is just stalemated. This knight also cannot move. So naturally the problem, okay, so there is one more here. Instead of a7, why not we take this one? Okay, so we will take this here, c7. Okay, yeah, and he takes. I will okay, I can just go after him. This one I will just block. I am not ready to give up my knight, so here I can do a check. If he comes here, I can put my knight here. Of course he cannot place this here, because then I will give a check and take his pawn. Okay, so naturally he will come here, so I will again put here the knight and again try to prevent it. So let's say he comes here, then I will again check. Okay, let's say he comes here, then I can again check. Let's say he comes here, then again I can put it here. Let's say he comes here, then I can again put it here. Let's say he comes here, I can again put it here. Let's say he comes here, and I can again put it here. So I can just go round and round in circles and prevent white from queening this pawn. Okay, so we saw the treatment of knight h6, like king g6, then we have this move. No, so we can just okay, so this we saw that king g6, but what if king g6 is the first move itself? Okay, so we can take the same approach, right? And now we can just put this knight here because black doesn't have anything to move, and now black can just follow the white king. Okay, and he doesn't have to remove the knight, and even then white is in a stalemate, so the game is again a draw. Now so that leaves us with the main move a7. So let us make this as a main line. Yeah, so a7 is the main move. Yeah, a7 is the main move, and this is the only move which defends the queening. Okay, now there are two choices. Once more again, either we take king to h6 or we take king to g6. Okay, so let's observe again king to g6. King to g6, then of course knight again has this move, and it will be a repeat of the last line, but again I will show you. King takes h7, e7, g7, d7, f7, c8, e7, b7, d7, king to 8, and again a CSD, another stalemate. So that means king to g6 is not working for white because instead of win he is getting a draw. But what about king to h6? Okay, so what we are doing, we are actually delaying the process. Now we are putting the king to h6. Now he has to again move, and now we are trying like putting the king on g6. Now here if black plays this, then it will be again a repeat. We can just win the game. Okay, and then we can win the game easily, right? But black has better chances if he uh, instead of putting on king to b6, he plays knight to b6. I will show you why. So let's say king to f7. Okay, is the right move here, but let's say if he plays king to at f6 by mistake, then white has a good black has a good drawing line, like he can take first this pawn. Now he cannot play here because check, and this pawn is gone. Okay, so he has to play here king to e6. Okay, then he can just march king to g7. Now the problem is you can't come through any squares, like this and this are blocked, d5 and d7 are blocked. You can't come here because check, right? So you have to come by here, the knight king to e5. And then white has sufficient time to come into the equation, right? And now if c5, then of course you can just put here, and black has arrived. Black has arrived on time. So that's why when we played a7, okay, so yeah, so when we played h6, after that knight 8 and g6, and at that time this is the right move. Okay, so this is the right move, and now king to f7. Right, we already saw what happens with king to f6. So now this is the right move that we have to come by this route, you know, by this route, because this and this are blocked. So f6 is out of question. King f6 out of question. So we have to come through the lowest rank, the like black's home rank. Now yeah, so black, oh sorry, so black takes. Now still it looks like black will now do another stalemate, but there is some intricacy here. King to e8, again g7, king to d8, f7. Okay, so notice now if that knight was on c7, black could have have to again move the knight, but here he has one more move that he can put knight to king to f7, king to c7. Now he attacks the king. If you see now, the difference between these two kings were one square. Now as he attacks the knight, black doesn't have chance to come here. Okay, otherwise his knight is gone. So he has to again attack the king. Now he again attacks. So now if you see, the difference is now 3 squares. He tries to take knight a8, but now the difference as it is of 2 squares. Again he can come and he can queen this pawn. So I hope you like the video, and do share, like and subscribe. Thank you very much.